expenditure, expertise, expire, explanatory, explicit, exploitation, express, expressive, expressway, exquisite, extended, exterminate, extinct, extinction, extinguish, extraordinarily, extravagance, extravagant, eyeball, eyelash, eyelid, eyesight, eyewitness, fabric, fabulous, facilitate, faction, factual, fad, fading, Fahrenheit, faintly, faithless, falsehood, falter, fanciful, farmyard, fascination, fascism, fasting, fatality, fatherland, faultless, favored, feet, feeder, fellowship, feminine, feminism, fertility, fertilize, fertilizer, festive, festivity, feudal, feverish, fictional, fiery, fig, file, fillet, filling, filmmaker, filthy, fingernail, fingerprint, fingertip, finished, finite, fiscal, fishery, fishy, fittings, fixture, flare, flake, flap, flashing, flattery, flaw, flee, flip, float, floating, flunk, flush, foe, foggy, foil, folklore, footnote, footpath, forbear, forbidding, forceful, forcible, forearm, forefather, forefinger, forefront, foreground, foresee, foreseeable, forestry, foretell, formidable, formulate, formulation, forsake, forthcoming, forum, fragile, fragrance, fragrant, frail, frantic, fraud, freak, freelance, freezing, freight, freshen, friction, friendliness, fright, frightful, fringe, frivolous, frontal, frugal, frustrating, fuel, fulfill, fullness, functional, furious, furnace, furnished, fury, fusion, feudal, daily, galaxy, gale, gardening, gargle, gauge, gender, generalization, generalize, generator, generic, genre, gentry, genuinely, geographical, geological, geology, germ, gifted, gigantic, giggle, gibbon, glacier, glare, glaze, glisten, gloom, glorify, godfather, godmother, goldfish, goodwill, gorge, gospel, gourmet, governing, governmental, gracious, greater, granddad, grandeur, grasshopper, gratification, gratify, grave, gravel, gravestone, grease, greed, gripe, groom, grotesque, groundwork, growl, grumble, guardian, gorilla, gull, gulp, gunpowder, gunshot, guru, gush, gust, gut, gutter, gymnasium, habitat, habitually, hairy, have, handicraft, handmade, handout, hangover, harass, harassment, hardworking, hair, harmonious, harmonize, harness, hatch, hall, haven, hazardous, haze, hazelnut, hazy, headdress, hearth, heartily, party, hectic, heat, heighten, heiress, hemisphere, herald, hereafter, hereditary, heredity, heroine, heroism, herring, hesitant, hierarchy, highness, hind, hinder, hindrance, hinge, hiss, hitch, hitherto, hive, hoe, holly, holocaust, homecoming, homeland, homosexual, homosexuality, honk, honorary, hoof, hoop, hoot, hopefully, hormone, horoscope, horrid, horrified, horrify, horseshoe, hospice, hospitable, hospitalize, hostage, hostile, hound, hourly, householder, hover, humane, humanism, humanist, humanitarian, humid, humidity, humiliate, humiliation, humility, hurdle, hurl, hush, hybrid, hydrogen, hygiene, hypocrisy, hypocrite, hypothesis, hysterical, idealism, idealist, idealistic, identical, identifiable, idly, ignition, illegitimate, illiteracy, illiterate, illogical, illuminate, illumination, illustrated, imagery, imaginable, imbalance, immeasurable, immerse, immigrate, immigration, immoral, immortality, immune, immunity, impair, impeach, impeachment, imperfection, imperialism, impersonal, implication, implicit, implied, implore, imposing, impotent, impractical, imprint, imprisonment, improbable, improper, imprudent, impulsive, inability, inaccessible, inaccurate, inactive, inadequacy, inappropriate, inburn, incentive, incessant, incidence, incidental, incidentally, inclusion, inclusive, incoherent, incoming, incompatible, incomplete, incomprehensible, inconceivable, inconclusive, inconsistency, inconsistent, inconvenience, inconvenient, incorporate, incorporated, incur, indecent, indefinitely, independent, indicator, indignant, indignation, indignity, indispensable, individualism, individuality, induce, indulge, indulgence, indulgent, industrialize, ineffective, inefficiency, inefficient, inequality, inescapable, inexperienced, inexplicable, infancy, infer, inference, inferiority, infinitely, inflammation, inflexible, informative, infrastructure, infrequent, infuriate, infuse, ingenious, ingenuity, inherent, inhibit, inhuman, initiation, inject, injection, injustice, inland, innate, inning, innkeeper, innocence, innovative, innumerable, insane, inscription, insecure, insecurity, insensitive, inseparable, insignificant, insincere, installation, instantaneous, instinctive, insulting, intact, intake, integral, integrate, integrated, integration, integrity, intelligible, intensely, intensify, intensive, intentional, interact, interaction, interactive, intercept, intercourse, interference, interim, intermission, interplay, interpose, interrogate, intersection, intervene, interviewee, intestine, intimacy, intimidate, intolerable, intolerance, intolerant, intricacy, intricate, intrigue, intrinsic, introductory, intrude, intruder, intrusion, intuition, intuitive, invader, invalid, invaluable, invariably, inventive, inventory, inversely, inversion, invert, investigator, invoice, involuntary, ironic, ironical, ironically, irrational, irrelevance, irrelevant, irresistible,